a grant fund from the Virginia Board for Persons with Disabilities. We, we will play those two videos in a few minutes. First, I want to talk a bit about our voices, who we are, what we do, and why we are excited about learning how to use video to activate our self-advocacy efforts. Our Voices is a group of self-advocates who live independently in our own apartments with the support from HomePlus. We believe that all people with disabilities are entitled to lives of our own design, with the support we need to make that a reality. Our Voices launched in 2006 and currently has 17 members representing the 125 people profile support. We use our voices to promote true and complete inclusion for people with disabilities. We do that by speaking out to local, state, and national issues affecting people with disabilities. We are excited about finding our voices in video because, in my opinion, video speaks louder than the written paper because with video, people can actually see for themselves what we are advocating for. People with disabilities can and are active members of the same communities that people without disabilities live, work, and play in. And as you will see, this project has helped people with disabilities stay connected, learn, and engage during the COVID-19 pandemic. Joining me today are several Our Voices colleagues who were involved in the project. Michelle Brown, James Burney, Reed Eden, Grace Fiesel, Daniel Gunn, Keisha Turner. Our project co-producer and video host, Kelvin Burkhart. Also joining us is Gray Pearson, Hope House Legislative Liaison, who will facilitate a piano discussion with our self-advocates. You will have an opportunity to hear from them shortly. First, here they are, finding our voices in video.
Hi, my name is Calvin Burkhart. In these unusual times when many people are finding themselves further apart, I like to introduce you to some people that are actually getting closer to friends and meeting more people than ever.
Since we've been in this pandemic, we've been using technology more and we've been able to meet more people because more people are reaching out. We're having these hangout meetings.
This is the Hangout. Welcome. It's great to see everybody.
Is a weekly get-together that started since the pandemic hit. We joined and by using our computers while we are staying safe in our apartment.
Before, we would just meet once a month. Now we'll meet 7 times a month.
Hey, Grace.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
We chat about like ways to stay safe during the pandemic. We do like talent shows. Get to meet with my friends and see everyone's talents and unique way or skills. I get to hear other views and opinions of advocacy and stuff that's going on in the disability community.
If you are going through a little depressed or oppressed or sadness, it's something that keep a smile on your face and a laugh.
They also like to share their, of course, paintings, talk about their hobbies, what they like to do. I enjoy being on hang out with my friends on Zoom because I am one of the peer advocates. I think we should continue to hang out.
And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing now, even after the COVID-19 is over.
I was like people from Nebraska. I was getting excited because it was different people from Nebraska, Massachusetts, Jersey. I was like, wow. I always wanted to host something. I wanted to try to have my little Zoom room hangout called The Gathering. Let your voice be heard.
Okay, and we have one more that we'll play. Oops. Let's see. Technical difficulties. Hang on just a quick second. And there we go. Oops. Let me do this again. And let me go again. Okay.
Hi, my name is Calvin Burkhart, and I'm glad to introduce you to a few friends who will share 5 quick ideas for having fun and learning new things while staying safe in these unusual times. When times get tough, we get creative.
I have autism and I make fishing lures. I just saw it on YouTube and I saw people making them on YouTube and I said, I can make those. I enjoy making them and I sell them at 2 stores. I start with this. It's a bottle cap punch. You gotta line up the holes the right way so they're not off to the side or anything. And then I just look through the hole and see the other side and see if it's straight or not. Then after I put this in, I put one of these on, split rings, and then use split ring pliers. And then I put a hook on. And this is what it looks after I'm done.
I have my own vegetable garden. I wanted to try it for myself because I never planted my garden before. It's my own, and I can come out and get one, and I can have it with my meals. Learning how to do my own planting, learning how to soil it, to feed the plants and everything and water it. I plant cucumbers, tomatoes, and peppers that you can put into like a stir fry. That's amazing to have your own garden and doing it yourself.
I haven't picked up a paintbrush in a long time. What held me back was because my blindness. I know it's been years, but it felt good to pick up a paintbrush. The colors of an abstract changes people's moods. Instead of making all my paints abstract, I wanted to have something different in there, like a moon. I enjoy what I do. I'm hoping that one day I will be selling my paintings at the Stockley Gardens art show. If I can do it, you can do it too.
I just started asking my staff to go get beads for me. Some of them I made them for little girls. Some of them I made the ear, the piece for your finger, a bracelet. This one I got around my neck. This is like a rubber band, but I have to use a lot of beads to keep it up. When I do them, I have to stay concentrate on everything, what colors I'm using. It'll be like a week or two by the time I finish everything. It's good. It's good. Keep me busy.
I also like to make videos of myself playing my guitar. This gives me an audience so I can share my talent. I make a video. I set up the computer by going to the camera. Then I turn on my amplifier and I get my guitar. And then I click on this icon, the camera icon, and start playing.
So, hello, my name is Gray Persons. I am legislative liaison.
I'm asking you to make a donation right now before the official
sorry,
FEC
excuse me,
deadline.
real quick.
And if you do, it will be triple matched. Experts.
From Nate Silver's 538 to the Cook Political.
Go away. All right.
It happens. It's okay. Those videos just keep going.
So, as I mentioned, I'm Gray Persons, legislative liaison with Hope House Foundation, and I'm going to facilitate a bit of a panel discussion. Wanted to get started by introducing our co-producer, Calvin Burkhart. Calvin, can you introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Hi, my name is Calvin Burkhart. I live in my own apartment with support from Hope House Foundation. I am in our Voiceless Advocate and a co-producer of both the videos you just saw. As co-producer, it was my job to work with Gray to figure out what stories to tell in the videos, as well as how to put the videos together. Before we get into our panel discussion, a bit more about the project. The first objective was to have people supported by Hope House staying safe and having fun. Me personally, I was able to help stay connected through the use of Zoom and other apps, and we wanted to make sure other people supported by Hope House were aware of the same opportunities. To do that, it was important the project gave people supported by Hope House having something fun to do. While learning new things during COVID, we wanted to help people stay positive. Finally, we wanted to explore how to make our own self-advocacy videos so Hope House and our supporters can make even more self-advocacy opportunities in the future. So we can connect our voices to more of the people that we want to reach. Our challenges, there are 125 people supported by Hope House. We each live in our own apartments, and we have lived all over a region of several hundred square miles. How could the project involve everyone who wanted to take part in a short time? Here's what we came up with and how we created the video you just saw. First, while people supported by Hope House live all over the place, we are all supported by staff that's divided into 15 teams. Each team is supported 8 to 10 people in a region, so we work through the teams. Second, we provided staff members at each team a list of questions to ask the individuals supported by through Hope House that wanted to be part of this project. Those conversations were then recorded on staff submitted those clips to me and Gray, our legislative liaison, and we worked together to develop a story. We then worked with a videographer to edit the clips in a way that tells the story. Lastly, self-advocates appearing in the vinyl videos each receive a stipend for their effort. At this point, the project is funded by the board. We have finished the first 2 of the 6 videos. Over 25 people supported by Hope House submitted over 40 clips. The excitement has spread advocacy, and our voices is as popular as focused as ever.
Great. Thank you so much, Calvin. And it's been a great project, and you've done a fantastic job of working with the other self-advocates and with our video producer to develop those. Next, what I'm going to do is we're going to talk a bit with 6 of the folks that took part in actually starring in these videos and telling the stories. We've each sort of discussed a few questions so that we could each prepare. And to get us started, Daniel, how about introducing yourself to the audience?
I am Daniel Gunn. I live at the Hope House Foundation in Ocean View, in the Norfolk section of Ocean View.
And how long have you lived independently with support?
5 years.
That's great, Daniel. So, you know, none of us had made videos before this. What was it that made you decide you wanted to participate in this project?
To get my story out about my doing, and to tell people about my job.
Great. All right. Thanks so much, Daniel. And I'm curious now, you know, we're using Skype right now. Pardon me, we're using Zoom right now, where we've been using technology a lot. You know, how have the videos and technology, this project and technology, helped you to keep connected with the world and focused during the pandemic?
It keeps me connected with my family. It keeps me connected with my self-advocacy group, and it keeps me connected with other people.
Great. Thanks so much, Daniel. Grace, can you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience? Are you there, Grace?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm Grace Bidwell. I live in my own apartment at Lake Village, Maria Heights.
And how long have you lived there, Grace?
For about 4 years.
Awesome. So Grace, why the heck did you decide you wanted to be a part of this project?
Because I want to teach people that even though they have a disability, they can still live on their own.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Grace. Michelle, can you introduce yourself? Michelle, looks like you're muted. There you go.
Michelle Brown, and I've been in the Hope House for 8 years.
And wonderful. Thank you, Michelle. And so you live independently in your own apartment, huh?
Yes.
Great. And Michelle, why did you decide that you wanted to be a part of this video project?
Wanted to do I wanted to learn how to do videos.
Yeah,
and keep people together. Keep people together.
That's great, Michelle. And how's this project help you to stay connected through the pandemic?
It helps me to be online with other people and stay close, stay focused a lot.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Michelle. Mr. Reed Eaton, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Reed Eaton, and I'm part of our voices and part of the group that help with the video.
Great, Reed. And what made you decide that you wanted to participate in this project?
After seeing another state do a video project like ours during our voices meeting, I felt like if they could do it, then we could do it as well as making a difference in other people's lives. It unites us and makes us stronger together.
Awesome, Reed. And how has this, how have you been using technology, and how's the project helped you to stay connected?
Through technology via my new laptop, the teen tablet that I'm using now, and my iPhone, I've been able to communicate and have conversations with people and Hope House Foundation and other similar organizations to Hope House Foundation and other states. And by doing the video project you all just viewed earlier in this session, as well as make a difference in other people's lives with disabilities everywhere in Virginia and beyond in the USA with our voices.
That's great, Reed, because I know that you've also been participating in some other advocacy groups other than Our Voices, haven't you?
Currently or in the past?
Like currently during the pandemic, just using all this technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks so much, Reed. And Miss Keisha, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Keisha Turner. I lived in Hope House for 16 years.
Thanks, Keisha. And you're also living independently in your own apartment, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, great. Thanks so much, Keisha. Now, Keisha, you've been a big part of the project. You've done a lot in the Hangouts. What made you decide that you wanted to be a part of this?
Well, I plan to participate in the video presentation because I wanted to show people that they could still have fun doing the things they like while they were quarantined in their homes. I was hoping that showing them what I was doing would motivate them to try to do it too.
And how has it helped keep you connected, being a part of this project and using technology?
The videos gave me a chance to see what my friends were doing during this pandemic. Technology has helped me stay connected because I rarely use my laptop. Now I use my laptop for my advocacy meeting and to video chat with my friends to catch up and check in with one another from time to time. I also use my laptop to shop for decorations for my apartments and DoorDash. I have learned to download apps from my laptop each day. I am getting better with using it.
Keisha, I'm going to go off script here for a minute. Let me just ask you, how important would you say that technology has been to you and to the rest of people in Our Voices to stay connected? Has it been really important?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, had you ever made videos before this?
No.
Were you nervous about it, or did you just want to jump right in?
I was nervous.
Yeah.
And I wanted to jump it right into it.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, Keisha. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Mr. James Burney, can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Hello, my name is James Burney. I've been living in my apartment for 15 years.
Great, Mr. Burney. And I call you Mr. Burney, of course, James. Mr. Burney, what the heck made you decide that you wanted to be a part of this project?
The reason why I wanted to participate in the video project because I wanted other people to see what I was doing and how I was keeping myself busy and active and safe in my apartment since the pandemic.
Had you ever used Zoom before all this?
Never used Zoom before.
You using Zoom a little bit these days?
Huh?
Are you using Zoom some these days?
Yes, like Zartak, the Hangout.
So how has this technology helped you to stay connected? How important has it been for you to stay connected during this pandemic?
The sense of technology has helped me stay connected a whole lot with friends, family, relatives, and loved ones.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Burney. I'd like to ask that same question to Ms. Grace Fiesel. Grace, how important has technology been to you, and how has it helped you to stay connected? And how did this project help you stay connected?
It helped me stay connected because of technology for one, and for two, I've been doing Zartak, and I have met people around the world that I would have met without the technology.
And so many people probably haven't heard don't know what Zartak is. Zartak is a national organization that facilitates a different advocacy group. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right, great. Thank you so much, Grace.
Welcome.
Michelle, how do you think that this experience, will sort of change the way that you do things and change your life after this project?
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
It changed me to do different things for other people and try to stay focused all the time and try to use my computer and stuff that I need to do on it.
Did you use your computer much before this project and before the pandemic?
No, I haven't had a computer. I didn't know how to use a computer at first, but now I know how.
That's fantastic, Michelle. Michelle, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. Thank you.
Okay.
Daniel, how about you? how do you, what sort of impact will this experience have on your life after the pandemic?
It will. Oh, it helped me. It helped me learn how to use my technology better, where I can be independent when I need to read. I have my computer read to me. I have my tablet read to me, and I have my phone read to me when I need stuff to be read to me.
Thank you, Daniel. So it sounds like this project and using the technology sort of has helped you to get to know that technology a lot more.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Keisha, what impact will this experience have on you after this pandemic is all over?
After the pandemic, this experience has shown me that I am able to stay connected to family and friends, even without visiting them face to face. It has shown me how relationships are to me, and that we can still have close contact using technology versus just being able to speak on the phone. I am able to still attend meetings and advocate for others with disability and myself. I also learned that there is so much fun and creative things I can do to stay busy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Keisha. You've been doing a lot of painting also, and I know that that you've really gotten creative during this whole pandemic. Thanks so much for sharing your experience.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Miss Grace, what's the impact that this experience will have on you after this project is all over?
Hopefully I will stay connected with my friends that I met around the world, even after the pandemic is over, by the technology.
And I'm going to go out on a limb, Grace, because I've heard you talk about this in the past, but would you say that you are even more busy these days than you were before?
Yes, that's why using technology, because I also go to school on the internet too, so it's like combined it.
Great. Thank you so much, Grace. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Reed Eaton, how would you say, will this experience have, pardon me, what impact will this experience have on you after the project's over and after the pandemic?
I realize I'm more capable now since the pandemic to communicate with others in person and online through technology. I hope to do future videos through our voices and maybe even become a co-producer on short films and upcoming projects through Zoom.
Thanks, Reed. Thanks very much. And finally, Mr. Burney, can you
Yes.
how do you see this project and this experiencing impacting your life beyond the pandemic?
Well, I see it as, for me, I'm going to continue on using the devices that I have, even when the corona outbreak is over. I'm still going to use it because it's still going to be helpful to me and also to a lot of other people who decides to want to continue to use it after the pandemic is over. I'm not going to just put it up and put it away. I'm going to continue to use it because you never know what's going to happen next. So it's good for us to continue to use it, not abuse it, but to use it to the best of our ability.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Burney. I appreciate it very much. So that really concludes the discussion that we had prepared and that we had discussed. Tanya, is there anything that came in through the chat box or?
Yeah, a lot of comments, a lot of incredible compliments for sure. That y'all, these videos are great. Seeing what you're doing at home with your art and gardening and things like that, people are just feeling really inspired, and a lot of comments about agreeing that technology is the way people are staying connected, and that's true for everyone. So I think this is we've seen that again and again in the convention. It's been a theme that's come up over and over, is that people with disabilities are just like everyone else, connecting through technology now. And so a question that does come into the chat box is, did any of you have trouble getting funds or money to pay for devices like your laptops, your computers, how you were doing these things? Was that an issue? And if so, how did y'all overcome that?
Analysts?
Do you want me to answer that?
Sure.
Yeah, that would be great.
I have a DD waiver, and they pay for a lot of my technology.
You have a DD waiver, and they paid for a lot of your devices. Good.
Yes.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you. And if anybody else has questions they want to put in the chat box or raise your hand, virtually raise your hand or physically. Gray, if you'll watch for physicals, I'll watch for the virtual ones. I think that it's important that this continues. A wonderful comment. We are delighted to be able to fund this great project and look forward to working with Hope House on future videos. That's actually from the Virginia board, so that's wonderful to hear. Are there other topics of videos that we can expect to see in the future?
Daniel, we're working on one now. What are we working on?
That vote.
Get out the vote video.
Yes.
And we're focusing on 3 issues that people with disabilities should be looking at that we got through the ARC. Can you think of what those are?
Medicaid.
Yeah. Medicaid. There's Social Security.
And jobs for fair pay.
Real jobs for fair pay. That's right. So we've got to get out the vote video, and then we've also got one on assistive technology, and the way that that people use that to have more independence in their lives. So those are 2, and then we'll have 2 more, and I'm definitely going to be stepping back from the project as much as possible, and it may be interesting to engage with the Alliance on what issues the Alliance are going to be focused on that may work well for the Alliance and our voices.
Oh,
that's right. I think that would be great. Where will people be able to view as your future videos come out?
We will make those available. Certainly, we're going to be pushing them out through Facebook. We'll also would like to make those available to you, Tanya, through the ARC. They're on YouTube right now. So this is all new to all of us. We had never done anything like this. Our voices hadn't done anything like this in the past. So we're sort of learning how to make these searchable and findable, but they are on YouTube.
Well, that's great. That's great. Thank you.
Sure.
Does anybody else have questions or comments that they'd like to make? If you just raise your hand, we can call on you.
I see a gentleman in a maroon shirt who's listed as iPhone.
I see who you're talking about. Jamie Carter, I think. You should be able to unmute yourself now. Okay. Go ahead, Jamie. And I can't swear that I could have the wrong name. Yes, you go ahead, iPhone.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
So what's this topic about?
So the topic was really just that the objective was to show, was to provide the world with advice on how to stay connected and engaged during the pandemic when we're all stuck at home.
I connect via Zoom.
Awesome.
That's excellent. That is a perfect example. Thank you for that. Lily?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Looks like Lily has a question.
Hey guys, I do have actually two questions. Number one, how is Hope House dealing with the pandemic? And then, like, are they allowed visitors, or are they in lockdown? And two, are you guys going to allow other people? Are you guys going to allow other people to be a part of these videos besides? Do you allow other people to be a part of these videos besides the people in Hope House? Does that make sense?
Can I answer that, Tanya?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, from where I live at, which is in Chesapeake, we can do anything we want to do. Like, there's staff to come in to check on us on occasions, help us make dinner, ask us what we want for dinner, and we can go from there during the pandemic. Some people go to church online. Some go in by the parking lot, the church parking lot with the van. We just do a lot of things. Does that answer your question, Lily?
Correction, Lily. We had to still wear masks when we're outside, or if we have guests in an apartment, they have to wear masks. Like Asia, my CSC is wearing a mask right now, and also we gotta meet guests outside, and we haven't really gone on any outings or any like things we usually do. I've barely been allowed to go to the gym. When I do, I have to wear a mask and I have to get my temperature checked and all that at the gym, at the Y. So yeah.
Can Dorothy? Thank you, Reed. Dorothy, you've got your hand up. Why don't you? I think you could probably speak to that.
I do have a visitor that comes to me on Saturdays. We just make sure that when we go somewhere, we wear a mask and we social distance. It's a friend of mine I see regularly. It attends my church. I do get to go to my church, to the actual building. The church building is social distancing. We wear our masks, and again, when I go to like PT or the Crisis Pregnancy Center, they check my temperature. So we're pretty much doing things, not everything, but we are getting to see friends in both places.
And are your staff just your staff, or do they go to other facilities? And if so, how is the staff staying protected to keep the individuals that they're serving protected?
The staff work with other girls in and out of apartments, but they wear a mask when they come into in and out of our apartments, and they social distance when they can. Sometimes they have to do things close up, but we pretty much have the same staff on a regular basis, so we don't run into that where there's a whole bunch of different people.
So, yeah, thank you very much, guys. I think that the Hope House staff, and I am not Hope House support, I'm legislative liaison. Hope House support, it works hard to be as safe as anybody else. We do not lock anybody down. Everybody lives in their own apartment, makes their own choices. We don't tell anybody what to do. Nobody at Hope House tells people what to do. People live their lives, and our job is to help people live lives. You asked about other people being in videos, and that's going to be up to Our Voices. We got this funding on May 21st is when the funding was approved by the Virginia board. We had a deadline of creating 2 videos and presenting those videos at this convention. That was a big, fast deadline. So we had to get to work rapidly to shoot video, get it to a videographer, go through the various rounds to make sure that it was something that people would want to watch. Now that we know how to do it, that money's going to be, this project definitely moves far more under Our Voices, the self-advocacy group, to think about what issues are most important to Our Voices and how we can tell the stories through Our Voices that will help push those issues forward.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Sure.
Paul, you have your hand up?
Yes, I have a question for Greg. Greg, have you connected with the other Hope Houses, again, Chesterfield and Richmond, with this video as well?
Good question, Paul. I'm unfamiliar with those Hope Houses. We probably share a name. I know that if you Google Hope House, there are like a whole bunch of Hope Houses that come up. Okay. And we're independent out of Southampton Roads in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Chesapeake. And just to be clear, we're not a house. We provide support for people in their houses. So good question, Paul. And we want to get this video out to as many people in America and in Virginia that are willing to see it. So we're going to be pushing this out in as many different ways as we possibly can.
Okay, because I got connections through Chesterfield, through Hope House, actually.
That's awesome, Paul. I'll tell you what, I am going to put my email in the chat box, and anybody who wants to get information on how to see these, feel free to reach out to me.
Sure. Hey, Keisha.
Excellent. Well, I think I can safely speak for everyone. I say that you all did just an amazing job, and the videos are wonderful, and your advocacy, your self-advocacy group is such an integral part of Virginia. You have been a long-standing self-advocacy group, and we're thrilled that you're part of the statewide alliance, and that your liaison board member is Jesse, who sits on the statewide alliance for you. And so we're just really happy to partner, and we'll be thrilled to share these videos far and wide, and we'll look forward to your future ones. And we at the ARC of Virginia, we've been hearing it constantly, and I think we've heard it throughout convention, that people with disabilities they want to stay connected on technology. We need and have a responsibility to make sure people have access to technology, and we have a responsibility to also advocate with the state to ensure that formal supports, not just these informal things that we're all doing the way we're connecting now is going forward, but also services and supports through the DD waiver are allowed to be done virtually. So that's something we all need to advocate for. So, quick announcement, I'll just add how many folks are coming to the dance tonight. I have our closeout. Woohoo! Thank you, Reed. Yeah, Charlotte. Lots of people. We're going to have prizes. And DJ Captain Kirk, I always have to think about that, is going to provide all of our music. And we're just going to have a good time seeing each other online and dancing and talking to friends. If you did get a convention t-shirt, feel free to wear that. And your party beads that we sent to you. But I look forward to seeing everyone. If people want to unmute here at the end and kind of say hi to each other, and maybe give like a big round of applause to our panel for their incredible work on these videos. Love it.
Hi, Paul. Hi, Lily.
Yeah, hey Lily, I'm sorry, were you saying something?
Yeah, my mom and I ordered two. We ordered 2 t-shirts. We had only received 1 t-shirt.
Well, yeah, there certainly were. Not everyone received a t-shirt. We tried very hard to get those out to as many folks as possible.
Okay.
So if you didn't get one, we're sorry about that. When supplies ran out, supplies ran out.
Right. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
And there is a session at what, 2 o'clock today?
2 o'clock is the last session. Yes, that's Jonathan Martinez continuing to talk about supported decision making. This is part 2, so he'll go into a little more detail. So I'll be excited to see you all there.
Miss Honey, can I say something?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll let Sean go. Sean was going. Sorry, Sean, go ahead.
All I was going to say was I'm looking forward to seeing everyone tonight at our virtual dance party. I had a dry run at our Self-Advocacy Summit, and it was awesome, and I'm looking forward to partying with you guys and really celebrating 65 years of great advocacy. Even though we're far apart, you're going to feel like you're together in the room like we would be at the convention. So
you know what? I need to say one last thing. I completely forgot. So I didn't want to do the poll the same way as last time for lots of reasons. So I've just put in the chat box a form. If you can all, so it's all in one place. If you don't mind, while we're still on here, take a moment. And I'm sorry, Gray, I almost forgot this completely. This is the survey I mentioned in the beginning. And our funders, our federal partners, ask a few questions about you as an attendee, and then we ask about your satisfaction. Give us some feedback on the session. That helps our panelists for when they do other presentations. So it's the last thing in the chat box. It's from me. You can click directly on your screen, and that's going to open up another box, and you can fill that out for me, and I can watch to see how that's going. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Miss Honey, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. We've got 10 minutes. Go ahead.
You know, my area where I live, like in Prince William, is that like a town or like not a city, or I'm not sure if it's rural or if it's like urban.
Oh, I don't know. Lucy Cantrell, tell her what you think. Okay, and I will email the form to those.
I think I heard it was rural, so I don't know, but I'm just gonna put that on there.
That'll be fine, honey. That'll be absolutely fine.
Would it be possible to have a directory of all of these host emails, where like in the future, if we need to get somebody information on it, or if we need to get information on it, or not, or like if we're navigators, if we're people that need to give people resources and people to talk to about some of the items that we have discussed here, is there any way to get a directory of all these emails and contact information?
So not for attendees, those aren't public, but for all the panelists, for all the sessions, and this answers Angela's question in the chat box also. By tonight, all the session, well, and I should say by the end of the weekend, they'll all be there. But the sessions, the presenters are providing us with their slides. Those will be on convention website, and the recordings from every session are on the convention website, or will be, under on demand. There's probably, I don't know, 10 videos there already. So I'm working to get them fixed and uploaded to YouTube. So those will be there for you to see. And most people on their slides, presenters put their contact information. So Lily, you will be able to see contact info for presenters from there. And the items will stay on the convention website for 2 weeks. So you can go back and you can look at sessions and you can look at slides, and you'll have the access to the video. I'm sorry, the movies as well.
And one of the concerns was you can only watch the videos once. It would
For the reason I jumped, yes, that movie is a one-time code to pass to that movie. We are one of the very early screenings. They have not had many, so yes, that is a one-time watch. So you do want to watch it when you have time to do so. I'm going to put the link in the chat box again for the survey. If you will please click that and fill that out.
He's on the ball, guys. He's on the ball. She gets a raise after this weekend.
Has anyone clicked it and having any problems?
No, I have no problem.
Hey, Tanya, I have a question about the reason I jumped. This is Alexis.
Okay.
So, I was reading on there, I haven't clicked the link yet, but I was reading that you only have 5 days to watch it upon your initial clicking of the link.
Yes.
And so I was wondering, do I have to put the code in before the convention ends in order to be able to watch it, or can I come back to it?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a great question. No, you can come back when you know you've got that 5-day window. Yeah, so for 2 weeks it will be up there.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Tanya?
Yes?
I just finished the form and I just submitted it, and it said you received it.
Excellent.
I just want to say thank you for having everybody on the section and within the whole convention. I have done almost most of the sessions. Some of them, and I can't do everyone, but a lot of them. And I just want to say for all of the hard work you guys did, I appreciate it, and thank you for having me part of this convention. And Alliance is working hard, so if anybody needs any assistance with technology or anything, let Facilitator Jamie know at jamie.libman@thearcofvirginia.org, or Miss Tanya or Miss Lucy. They have your email, so like they said, they can email you. And I just want to say I'm really proud to be a part of this and be a part of Alliance, and I really appreciate all the stories given today.
Thank you for sharing that. Okay, I've got to hang us up, y'all, because there's at 1 o'clock that I have to open another Zoom room, and I can't have more than one room open. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Please fill out the satisfaction survey.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a good day, Tanya.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.